Failure is not the end. There was a young girl who was extremely hardworking. She worked hard in the fields to help her family and was also known for working hard in school. This young girl would study day and night to make her parents proud. She desired nothing more than to see a smile on their faces. One day she received her final report card. Her grades were terrible. All her hard work had come to nothing. She had failed. When she got home, she ran to her room crying. The door to her room was locked from the outside. As she cried, she heard her mother's angry voice yelling, "Why did you try so hard but still failed? You bring us nothing but shame." The young girl kept crying until she fell asleep. When she woke up, she saw a note on her bed. It read, "You failed because you only worked hard but never put your mind into it. Work hard, yes, but also use your head. Remember, even if you work 10 times harder, you can't succeed without brains." The young girl understood that her mother was right. She had worked hard in school, but she never thought about improving her methods or asking teachers for help. So now she had to repeat the entire year. She felt very sad and disappointed in herself. She wondered if she could ever succeed. She remembered her teacher telling her class that Thomas Edison had failed thousands of times before inventing the light bulb. The young girl was determined to succeed. She studied hard, asked lots of questions, and soon her grades improved. Still, she had a hard time understanding math. So she asked her teacher to explain it to her in a way she could understand. Her teacher spent extra time helping her, and soon she started getting good grades in math. She continued studying hard and asking questions until she finished high school. She graduated as the top student in her class. She was so happy that she could finally make her parents proud. Now she attends college and works hard to help others. She wants to show everyone that they can succeed if they work hard and never give up. Failure is not the end. Once upon a time, there was a little girl who loved dancing. She would spend hours dancing around her house, pretending to be a famous ballerina. One day, her mum signed her up for dance classes. She was so excited. When she went to the studio, she saw girls in beautiful outfits, practicing their moves in front of a big mirror. The little girl felt nervous, but she joined them. The dance instructor was strict and made them practice over and over until they got it right. The other girls would often giggle and whisper, "She's so bad at this. She'll never be a dancer." But the little girl just kept trying. She practiced every day after school. She was determined to show everyone that she could do it. One day during class, the little girl tried a new move that the instructor had shown them. She jumped and twirled and landed perfectly. The instructor was impressed and said, "That was wonderful. Keep up the good work." The other girls clapped, and the little girl felt on top of the world. She knew that she wasn't the best dancer yet, but she was improving, and that's all that mattered. She kept practicing and learning new moves. Years went by, and the little girl grew up. She became a graceful and talented dancer. She performed all over the country, and even in other countries. She never forgot the day she had failed her first dance class. It had taught her the importance of trying your best and never giving up on your dreams. Failure is not the end. There was a young boy who really wanted to play basketball in the NBA. He loved watching the games on TV and dreamed of being a professional basketball player one day. But the boy had a problem. He was very short for his age and couldn't jump very high. The other kids in his neighborhood used to laugh at him and call him Shorty. They would say, "You're too short to play basketball. You'll never make it in the NBA." But the boy didn't listen to them. He knew that he could achieve his dream if he just worked hard enough. So, he started practicing every day. He would shoot baskets in his driveway until his hands were sore. He also started going to the gym to lift weights and build up his strength. He was determined to prove everyone wrong. Years went by and the boy grew up. He became a strong and skilled basketball player. He led his high school team to victory and was named Most Valuable Player in college. Many NBA teams wanted to draft him, but one team in particular saw something special in him. They drafted him and gave him a chance to play in the league. The boy's hard work and dedication paid off. He became a star player and helped his team win several championships. He proved everyone wrong and achieved his dream. Along the way, he learned an important lesson. It doesn't matter how short you are or how slow you are or how weak you are. What matters is that you believe in yourself and never give up on your dreams. Failure is not the end. Once upon a time in a faraway land, there was a young man who wanted to become a great musician. He would sit in his room playing the guitar and dreaming of one day performing for a huge crowd. But the young man had a problem. He was very shy and couldn't play in front of other people. Whenever he tried to sing or play an instrument in public, his hands would shake and his voice would crack. People would laugh at him and tell him he was a terrible performer. They would say, "You're too scared to sing. You'll never be a great musician." But the young man didn't listen to them. He knew that he could become a great musician if he just believed in himself and practiced enough. So he started practicing every day. He would play and sing in his room until he felt confident. He also started taking voice lessons and learning how to control his stage fright. Slowly, but surely he began to improve. His voice became stronger and his guitar playing became more precise. He was getting closer to his dream. One day, the young man decided to perform in a local coffee shop. He was very nervous, but he took a deep breath and started playing. As he sang and the music filled the room, something amazing happened. All the customers stopped talking and started listening. The young man had never felt anything like this before. He felt the music flowing through him, and he forgot all about his shyness. After he finished his set, everyone started clapping and cheering. People came up to him and told him how great he was. They said, "You're an amazing musician. We want you to play in our town." From that day on, the young man became a famous musician. He traveled all over the world, playing his music and meeting new people. He never forgot the day he had failed his first performance. It had taught him that failure is not the end, but a stepping stone to success. If you have a dream, don't be afraid to pursue it. Don't let anyone tell you that you can't do it. Believe in yourself and keep trying, and eventually you will succeed. Failure is not the end. The moral of this story is that failure is not the end. It is a part of the journey towards success. Every successful person has faced many failures along the way, but they didn't give up. They learned from their mistakes and kept moving forward. We should learn from their example and never give up on our dreams. Do you know someone who has achieved success after facing many failures? Share their story in the comments below. Also, please like and share this story with your friends and family. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you next time.